Good morning, class. Today we will see linked list stack representation. So before getting into this, we should know what are the available spaces for processing. Means we said that whenever we are using a linked list representation rather than arrays, it is allowing an user to specify that or to use a free of allocation. What is a free of allocation means? We can easily add the nodes, we can easily delete the nodes. How they are means how they are processing, how they are considering here is we need to take the free nodes which are being represented or the free ones which are being specifying has to be counted and has to be placed at once. That representation is being specified as a pool here. Pool, free pool or the storage pool. Pool means it's a collection of the that is a storage what you are needed for processing. Free pool means these are the nodes which are free to store the data. If you want to means insert a node, what we have to do, we need to check whether there is a available space or is not. Means available list is not. From that pool, we need to take a node from that one and we need to insert the data. If you are deleting the data, then what you have to do is nothing but we need to update the available one. For example, if it is you are having five spaces in your list and you are using what are the used one here is used one is 2, then what could be the available here is 3. So at this point means at each and every point we need to update the available space. So after that insertion has been performed. So the insertion has been performed means how I am going to insert a data here is I need to take a node from this available one. Means 3 minus 1. After that insertion, eval will two. After the again I want to insert. What I have to do? I need to take a node from that list. So what I am having 2 minus 1 and then insertion has to be performed. Okay. Now eval is equals to 1. If I need to perform insertion again, what I have to do? I need to take node. I need to perform the insertion. Before performing insertion, I need to decrement that one. Which is equals to 0. It allows to insert. Now eval is equals to 0. If you are trying to insert, what it is doing? It needs to take a node. But don't have a space. So what it is doing is it won't push. That's all. It won't allow you to take that is your stack is underflow or overflow. All these things is not being specified here. What it is doing? It is being taken into an account that how it is going to perform. The push operation will not perform. So how I am going to specify here is we are taking available as a pointer here, and there is a piece of code which we are representing. First, we need to take a node. How I am going to take a node here is I am using a function which is a get node. Get node is used for creating a node for that one, which is equivalent to new operator only. She's been specified in earlier class. So first C, available is equals to null. At this case where I am pointing C, available is equals to 0. So there, what you have to do is nothing but we need to specify that we need to empty the list and we need to perform the insertion. So if you are performing x is equals to available space is there. So what you have to do is nothing but we need to insert the value into that one, and we need to decrement. Decrement has to be done because available spaces has to be done. So release operation is that we need to perform the deletion. So perform the deletion means, so how I am going to perform the deletion? There are the how many spaces are there? Actually, we are having the 5 spaces, but used spaces are 5. And how I am going to insert means there is no chance of insertion. So what I need to do, I need to delete that one. After deleting, what I have to do is nothing but we need to update the available space. So we need to add the spaces to that one. So aval is equals to 0 is initial one, and then next plus 1, and then again perform the deletion. Again aval is equals to updated one is 1, and then again plus 1 position, which is equals to 2. Here at this position you have been allowed to insert the data, and you can access your list to process here. So that's about the available list what you are having. So by that we are getting the available spaces to be processed, and we need to know the list is having the available spaces or not for further processing. Okay, so coming to the next representation, that is a linked list. So here why we are using the linked list representation for the stack means the stacks what you are chosen has been implemented by the arrays also. Means in the previous sessions we have been covered the stacks and queues, and today we will see the linked stacks and after linked queues. So here what is the linked stacks is representing is this stack data structure has been implemented by using the linked list. Why we are using the linked list here? Why we are using the linked list representation? So here arrays what we are presenting, arrays what we are processing has been specified that they are being using static memory allocation, which means insertion of the nodes or the deletion of the nodes will take more data movements. That's why what we are doing, we are taking the dynamic memory allocations, which is specified as a linked list. Yes. So in this presentation, we are allowing to access the stack and queue data structure also by using the linked list. The same operations will be performed. There is no any change of the operations. Means it is called as a last in first out. It is being represented as a last in first out only, and the same operations, push and pop operations, will be performed there. And it is being taken that it is it allows you to delete the last inserted value as a first one only. Then there is no any change in that one. What changes here is it is being allowing dynamic memory allocation. Dynamic memory allocation means here we need to represent the accessing of the list or the accessing of the part here in linked list manner. How we are going to specify here is we are taking each and every node as a each and every data element as a node here. So we are not simply specifying a memory space to be stored. We are taking as a list representation, means it is being considered as a node here. Whatever the element we are given at the last will be denoted or will be pointed by the top element, as you know, in the stack what we are chosen. And what is an advantage here is, the advantage here is the memory allocations what you are processing, what you are doing will be very in a easy way, because we are using dynamically memory allocations here, because the stack what you have been mentioned is a fixed size, means you need to give the size of the array here. If you are given the size of an array, then what it is performing, it is been giving the storage here, means you need to store apart from that only. Then there is no accessing of the data, or storing, means releasing or accessing of the data from that one if you are not giving the more space. If you are exceeded the space, it is providing overflow. You are means if you are not having the values, then it is specifying underflow. Means what it is doing, it is been allocating only the limited space what you are giving. But in the linked list, what is it is been possible, or it is been easy to store the node or to create the node at any time dynamically, because we are using memory allocations, MLOC memory allocations to create node there itself. Means we don't need to provide that, we need to create a node there. Okay, we need to create a node there, like that don't need to provide. Means if you want to take the nodes as a 10 or 20 like that, okay, these arrays what we are using will be supported. Apart from this 20, we won't means that array won't allow you to store another value, because the size has been fixed there. Dynamically we won't increase the space there. So that is a one advantage while using that one. So while using the stack, how I am going to specify how I am going to access my element series. Whatever the elements what you have chosen here, the first element what you are presenting could be at the bottom only. So this one. So this is the bottom element. So the bottom element here is next, means next inserted one, and then next inserted, and then next insert. If it is the last element, we need to specify the next part what you have chosen could be null here. Okay. So here there is no another element for processing. And what it is specifying, it is specifying that the next processing will be stopped there. That's why we are presenting it as a null here. Okay. And coming to here, representation, when we are trying to use the arrays. So if you are trying to use the arrays, first we need to fix the that is the size of an array. So here the example consists of 8 elements. So this is an empty stack. The empty stack will be pointed to the first one. Whenever you are trying to insert a data, that is a push operation, what it is doing, it is inserting the elements. The first one will be at the bottom, and then up will be the second one, third one, fourth one, and the new inserted value will be placed here. If you want to perform the pop operation, the last inserted value has to be deleted. So here the last inserted value here is this one, it has been deleted. Okay, that is a pop operation. And coming to the situations what we have been we have been facing here is, we are taking the values to be inserted as a 9, and I am inserting a value, another one, which is the 10th one. means 10. I am inserting the 10 value into the 10th position. So the 10 value in the 10th position is not been allowed here. Why? Because there is no extra space here, and you are not being allowed to create an extra space while processing, because array is a fixed size here. Means you are being given what is the size of an array. The size of an array is a 9. Okay, and you are trying to insert the element which is the 10th one. So here the problem arises because there is no space to store your value. Then the situation arises is stack overflow. And then what it is to another one is, so there is no any pop means what it is doing. It is been specifying that stack underflow. How these things are being handled in the list. See here, whenever you are specifying stack is empty, then this one will be pointed to the head, and the top will be pointed to an empty node. Means it won't represent any underflow here. What it is doing, when it is being empty, considered as a empty, then it is being specified to a null. Means it is being pointed to a null here. Whenever we are trying to insert the values, what it is doing, it is being considered that we are taking the, means we are inserting the value here 1, and this one here what you are doing is representing the next pointer. Means what is the next value is being considered. So here I am inserting the values here. I am inserting the values. I took 5 values here. The 5 values has been represented. These 5 values what have been taken has been inserted, and then we are specifying the n value as a 5 now. And then it means the size of the list what you are having is, at present the n value is 5, and the top of the value is last inserted one. Okay, if you want to delete a node, the top value what it is representing has to be pointed to the next value which is being represented in the stack. And also we need to specify that the n value could be, means the values what you have been used for storing here is 4 here. Means how many values we are having in the list is 4. We need to update that one. After performing that one, we are having the list of elements is this one. If you want to insert a value after that one, means I inserted the same value here. What it is doing, the same top value what you are representing has been moved to the right side, because this is the last value. The last value here is, we need to point to the last inserted value. Means top of the list has to be specified here, and the list means then the list will be like this. So here it will be very easy to create a node, or it will be very easy to process a node. How we are going to specify, or how we are going to access this one here is, see, I'm taking the size of an element as a 10 only. Okay. So the top element will be specified as a 0. What we need to do, we need to check whether it is empty or not. Means, as I said, it will perform the operations of the stack as usual. Means it won't allow you to perform, means to lose the features of the stack here. Means we need to check is full, is empty, all these things there. So here we need to check whether it is empty or not. How we are specifying it is the empty? It is being specified that top is equals to 0. Top is equals to 0 means what we need to do, we need to return 1 here. or else what it has to return 0. So it is being specified that it is not an empty stack. While coming to the push operation, how I am going to push the values here? So here the top value what you are considering here is specified here. I need to take whether top is greater than size or not. If it is greater than size, I need to mention the stack has a overflow. If it is not like that, I need to specify it is being considered in normal way. So if you want to take pop operation, so what you have to do, we need to check whether it is empty or not. It is empty, we won't perform here. So what it is doing, it is being specified as the stack underflow. Okay. If it is like that, what we need to do, we need to insert the value and we need to process that one. So if it is not like that, means underflow is, if it is not in underflow, then what I have to do, I need to decrement the top value, and then next whatever the top value been performed has to be, pop value has been performed, has to be inserted there. So these are the list of the elements I have used it for processing the that is what we call operations here. So here we are compiling the program. So first I checked the values here. See here. So this is the normal operations. We are using an array like representation. So here int I. So first what the operation have been called here, pop. Initially there are any elements? No, the stack is, what you are considering, the stack is empty. So the stack is empty means we won't allow you to access the element. So what it is doing, it is been specifying that it is at the underflow. We need to insert an element. So these are the inserted elements here. These are the inserted elements, and whenever we are trying to insert another element, what it is doing, it is being specified that, so it is been processing the values here. So I inserted an operation here, so which is been specified. In the previous one, 110 has not been inserted. Why? Because been using only 10 spaces here, only 10 spaces. How many values are here? We are having 11 values, and there is no such space to store the 110. But what I have done here, so I excluded a value. So which value has been excluded? 50. So after that, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then next 100, and then next 110 has been included successfully. Why? Because means it is being specified that we are having elements to be stored, means there is a space to be stored for processing. If we want to insert a value after this one, push of 120. Run the program. See here, there is a chance of overflow has been occurred, and it is not allowing to insert 120 here, because the values what you have been inserting, what you have been processing has been 10 only. If it is like that, if you are choosing pop operation at any position, then it will insert 120. So while using the arrays, you will be limited to the space only. You will be limited to the space what you are using. it is being considered that we won't allow to access the, you are not being allowed to access the values what you have been presenting. Means you should be used the only the 10 values or 10 representations what it is presenting. Then the problem arises, because if you want to insert the new value, what you have to do? We need to go further. We need to go for the program. Means statically you are giving. If you are giving dynamically also, then the problem arises. So here take it as 11. So there is no value here. There is no value being inserted. That's why it is being specified as a null. Simply delete this operation here. Pop. See here, it is being taking the values 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, and then next 90 here. Means 50 has been excluded now. So that's why it is taking the values. So what you have to do to insert a value or to process a value, what we need to do, we need to give the the size of an array explicitly or implicitly. Means in the at the static or at the runtime, what we need to do, we need to increase the size of an array before processing. Okay, there is no dynamic allocation of the arrays what we are using. Okay, so if we do like this, if we process like this, what happens? Then what it is doing, it is allowing to take, that could not be done or that could not be happen for processing. So let me take another program. See whether it is executing or not. See here, we are using linked list representation in this. So we are creating a node. First, how we are creating a node? We need to specify struct node. We need to specify the data and then link. Whatever the node we are creating has to be specified, has to be pointed to the top of the one. We need to push the data, means insert the data. To insert the data, we need to create a node, and then next we need to specify whether it is having the overflow or not. Here we didn't mention, if you see, we didn't mention any size apart from here. So first we need to create a node. So here we are creating a node by using the temporary, and the temp is equals to new node. New operator has been used here. We need to check whether the temporary element what you are providing is a, means is there is no any temporary variable, that is overflow has been occurred. If not, we need to insert the data into that one, and we need to specify the link has to be pointed to the top here, and the top what you are specifying is being included to the temporary variable what you are specifying. To perform this function, to perform this function, we need to check whether it is an empty or not. Okay, so to know whether it is an empty or not, how we are going to specify return top is equals to null. If it is null, we won't perform any action. Just what we are doing, we are returning the value. We are returning the top is null. That's all. Next, peak means, as I said, what is the value the top is pointing. The pointing value has to be, means the top pointing value has to be returned here, peak value. And the next pop operation means we need to operate that one. That is, we need to take that null, means if it is null, top is equals to null, stack underflow. If it is not like that, we need to specify here that is been processing. How it is going to add or how it is going to process means, whenever you are creating a node, it is been taking that, it is we need to insert a, not an element, we need to insert a node here. We need to insert a node here for processing. Means what I am doing, I am taking the elements to be processed. Here, what I am specifying here, I am specifying that I need to push the values here. So to push the values, what I am doing. So here, I am mentioning that what is an element we are using. Means here, the size is being increasing. We are not specifying any size here. If you see throughout the program, we are not specifying any size for processing. What we are doing, we are taking creation of the node here. How we are creating a node means, we are creating a node in such way, we are providing that these elements what you are choosing, the elements what you are processing has to be inserted like a node here, not like the another representation. Whatever we are using, whatever you are using could be like a node here. Means this is the element. This is been pointing to the previous inserted element. This is been pointing to the previous inserted element, and this is like that we have. So there is no link. What it is being specified here is, it could be the null. Means what it is taken here is, it will be null. So here the top means, here we are executed the peak. Peak 1 has been executed. Peak will return the which element is being pointing to the top, that is the 55. I performed the two pop operations here. So two pop operations has been performed. After that, if you want to write, can write a push operation. See here, first initially we are using 55, and then next one we deleted 2, means 2 push operations means last insertion values will be deleted first, and then what we are doing an insertion here. So now the insertion point will be specified into that one, that is a 66. So you can do as much as insertions, as much as pops here, but when we are using means, for example, you have been performing pop continuously. Four. Means you have been deleted all the 4 values, and you are trying to delete another value. Then what it is doing, there is no value to process. What it is been specifying, the stack what you are using has been underflow. Okay, means you have been deleted all the values for processing. So that's why it is been specified as a underflow. There is no such value. Means if you want to insert as much as it will be specified, it will give insertion at any at any up to any point here. Okay, so that's about the that is linked list using the stacks here. So here today we have seen the stack representation using the arrays and also linked list. So here by using the arrays, we are not easily allowed to means insert the data here. What is the problem here is the size of your stack here is been fixed and you are not being allowed to enter the data apart from that size. When coming to the pop, if you don't have the values, then it will apparently it will give you don't have the values to delete. That is the stack is at the underflow. Okay, and we have seen how it is going to execute in arrays, and it is also we have seen that how it has been executed in list also. That's about today's class, ma. Thank you.